you for that pass. Okay, so this is where it gets interesting.
T1
again,
on
they were talking
defense.
about it already. There's not really
EE
any
on
flash
attack.
options for T1 here. Sure,
No
Cypher
raid
is still
boss.
going to be on that chamber, but I mean, he can get just,
yeah.
you know, fault line,
Well,
basically CC'd.
400
or
only
by
lasted for a
Benkai
little
here,
bit.
who is on that chamber on GE side.
Well, and like,
The op out.
this is concerning for me for T1 going
If
up
they lose
against this
pistol.
comp, because I think Will makes a great point on the desk that you need so much map control here.
Yeah.
You have no ability to
Ooh,
really
kind of like this.
stop the
I
Neon
go
except for
trip
stabs.
over towards here.
Like, and maybe a
Have
good
one
paranoia
person
from
to
Secure.
secure over towards
But other
C.
than that, you're gonna have to rely
They
on
have
that
B,
raw
C,
firepower, and they're
all
not
held
winning the
from
early
the
battle.
chamber.
Well, he's winning a little bit. Expert's willing, actually the two. Trade for the moment now.
The really cool
There's
setup
no
of
time
T1.
wasted here by GE. Immediately tries to go for a push on A. No, they back away. As they open the door once more, they're backing up onto Rubble. Maybe to go back somewhere on B or C, but that's being contained by Saya players. Stax and Carpe still here. Hasn't heard the TP just yet. A wiggle on both sides.
Hey, lightning fast man, just
I saw what
blocking
I
them
saw.
all.
Just having a little fun.
Yeah. Now they were serious. Their faces, I was looking at the cameras.
Serious mode.
Yeah.
Well, I think Benkai was probably
Smoke
looking
towards
at the
heaven
map,
is
and
good, and we got
Lightning
vision
Fast is
block
trying
over
to
towards
get
site, so it is literally
send
just
his, send
question
his
marks all
smoke,
over
so,
towards the
yeah.
site. So much so that
it,
Saya, though.
Axis
it's
now
gotta
had
hit
to
these
start
shots
looking
here.
behind him.
This is something that Saya started out a little bit rough.
30 seconds
Had a
left.
Bit
few
off
good
angle.
moments as the map went on. Oh boy, great cam to check.
Oof.
Forces the TP out.
Yeah. Wonder if he's gonna commit to this by himself, though. Fully
Lovely
blinded.
util from GE.
And this is just
Very
excellent
aware of what's
utility
going on.
usage from GE. They've already forced out the players here. Saya's already way back
Spike
onto
planted.
Waterfall. It's going to be a full-blown retake on either side. Good damage already onto Stax. Does have a lineup with the Haunt here. Pushes right in. Here's the reload, but Carpe's just
No
not
way,
getting that
got the
conversion. This is
reload off
rather
and he got a
unfortunate.
kill.
We're left with Saya player still in the 3 versus 1. There was nobody that got knocked out. Oh, this is just horribly wrong for him. He can get backstabbed. Reload for Lightning Fast, repositions for now. The jump out.
Huh.
Again,
Around
too
from
low
Lightning
for
Fast.
Sai to tank anything.
Dude,
And
3
that's
out
gonna
of
be
3
GE
pistols.
Picking up the pistol.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
it's just, like you said, great util there. Benkai nailing the flash, the cam to check, to force out the TP. Doing all the right things at the right time. In the early fight, the fact that Xcurate wins that, pretty nice for T1. Slide in with Polvi. I thought he was dead to rights, but he was just getting the paranoia. Like the tail end of the paranoia there. And then, you know, the worst part about that is even if Saya wins that battle,
Out.
Yeah.
there was still the aftershock
Out double death.
available for Benkai.
Usual.
So like you've got another layer of util that he would have
Good
to deal
stack
with.
from T1.
It's another pistol for GE. That's all 3 pistols so far going their way.
All goes into
Getting
an angle
closer
they
and
just cleared. Now
closer.
everyone's
They're gonna
here.
drop this and start to go for that heavy contact. Carpe does get a pick first.
Spike
Here comes
down
Benkai
A.
around the corner. Now
nice
they know the
eco shot,
shenanigans of T1.
The good
GE
news
plays
is
a lot
there's 2
farther
guns
back
down.
now, using
They got
their
a.
ranged weapons
Okay, well they picked him up.
in spite of this. And Carpe and Izu starts to back away immediately. Look at where Izu's placed.
To be honest,
up
the
in-
wall here kind of
in
gave him a
himself.
little bit
He's
of
already in the
space.
back of B.
I wonder if they should have
Carpe's
committed.
still holding here on tree.
It's hard in the moment
GE,
again
they
to
still
know
have the
that.
numbers and the weaponry.
Yeah, great little trap play here
Like,
by
unless you got
T1.
good anti
Using that
and
toxic screen
you're
to set things
so
up.
aware that they always
Carpe
3
got
by
a snake bite
rifles.
kill in there as well. The good news
Oh,
though
it's
for
that
GE
everyone's
is
cool
you're
that
able
they
to
killed
grab all the
rifles.
rifles, and you're good to go.
Yeah.
Try to rotate around. No real ability for T1 to stop this as they're just going to continue to plant their feet at A. And that makes a lot of sense here on the eco. So let's see exactly what T1 wants to do at this point. You know, the pressure's on.
It's a
but you
weird
do
thing
wanna
here. It's like,
Try to go for it. You know,
do you just let Lightning
Couple
Fast get
kills
his
already,
ult early,
Carpe's got a
and then you
sheriff.
do something weird with the bonus with it?
but with 3 rifles in hand for GE, feels very difficult.
And
Spike
the answer is yeah, it looks like.
Gonna come from the spawn side though. That means you got to clear all this util, and that's gonna alert GE to the presence of T1. So they can go for these kills.
Are
go for those
T1 using
orbs,
chamber? They
prevent
always
the-
use chamber.
Prevent the death to the spike if they so choose.
We'll see though. Carpe is pretty mean with a sheriff, so if he can use Izu as some
I
sort
mean, they've
of
always used it on this map.
some sort of entry point here onto the site, that could be something.
Out of charges.
Great stun for
Because
Benkai
no
just to
one
kind of slow things
should
down.
be hunting for these. They
All
should
right
actually just
up in their
accept this.
faces, and yeah, T1 are just halted right outside of C. And of course, GE, smart play. Not really going to go for the push. That's going to be another solid round here for GE.
Yeah, I like what you're saying. Don't give Carp any ability to take over a round with that Sheriff. Seen it a few times.
So if they
in
wanted to.
Pacific
Yeah,
in the last couple of years.
Could do something crazy
Absolutely a
right
good
here.
one. And Lightning
Like pick
fast,
up the
4-0
orb
to
on the
start.
Omen, do some
Hot
EP
start for
strat.
him.
This was a fun
Oh, that great
setup
setup. Snake
from
fight was
T1.
so good. Yeah, no. This is a really good setup for T1, and these are the kind of things they're going to need to be doing to win this map, right? Like,
Yeah.
you don't have a lot of inherent utility to shut down the Neons. You're going to need to do it with positioning and kind of outthinking your opponent,
Yeah, because
controlling territory.
Saya didn't do the 400 on pistol, he
Same
can't
thing
get
right
the
now for
op
GE.
early.
Immediate control onto Rubble.
Caution here.
Izu
Pretty sure he only did it on
inside
attack
the
pistol
smoke, just waiting.
on Icebox.
Lightning Fast about to rim one out. Paranoia for Paranoia from the looks of things. And that's going to be Stacks getting the pick onto Polvi.
Duelist for Duelist.
And this is a rough game. Yeah.
And that
because of,
is
again, the double controller they have to
massive.
push out. Can't
Oh,
really
I
do it.
didn't hear the
Blaze
cage.
King thought that he maybe could get a catch onto Waterfall.
Did he
The
think it was the guy
hyper-proactive is
running
T1.
away?
Giving them some pretty good picks on GE players. We're not done just yet, though.
Enemy remaining.
That is going to be the first takedown onto Benkai. Now it's all in the hands of Russ. Nope. Hang on.
I mean,
Liking the pocket of this.
that's a kill.
Not sure if Russ is going to be aware. And Excurate just hard reads the 1v1.
Yeah, and this has kind of been the game plan here for T1 today, is to challenge GE. Go for these contact plays, go for the aggression. Here's the nice shooting there. Stacks with a good re-aggression through the cyber cage. Excurate that's in a bit of a off-angle position, so it feels like it could be pretty similar to some of those rounds in Icebox. There's just a lot of fighting early for control over this space, because both teams kind of need it to make this map work the way they want to. Sees nade off the rip, but this time Polvi's not dashing for that rope spot. A good shot from Saya.
Wow, Saya really wants to take that fight
Do they
and beyond. Stacks, though,
like the second one?
risky positioning.
Whoa,
Actually gets
Lightning
caught by
Fast is a
Lightning Fast, who
lunatic,
just
but he
sneaks
wins the
through.
duel.
Vulnerable and everything through the toxic screen.
An
Not
Omen.
really going to matter this time. Blaze King now tries to find a bit of contact as well. By himself outside of B main. This is just full confidence that we're seeing here for GE.
He gets his ult
no
now.
push just yet, but you can see
Did he
how
have
they
it
kinda wanna
beforehand? He must have
approach
had it
this.
beforehand.
slowly inching away from A.
He would have had it from the
And
death.
I'm a bit surprised that some of the game plan for GE early isn't a little bit more congestion for C off the rip, potentially as well. I get wanting to fight for A to show a little bit more presence, but a little bit slowly rotating over this direction. Off
Yeah,
the
and
fault
they're
line.
expecting
Excurate
the
says, okay, I gotta
chamber
buy
here.
a little bit of extra time. Not being super ambiguous about this is Polvi, just going for those pre-fire
30
angles.
seconds.
Excurate.
Little bit
alone,
worried
still
for them.
30
Carpe
seconds
still has a
inside.
molly to delay
Paranoia
wherever they
being
go.
thought about.
If they decide to go B.
Have to find the right
For Molly to
timing for
delay,
it.
we
Oh
got
my
Omen
God, this
flash.
position from Lightning Fast.
Oh, he actually cancels it. Excurate
20
I thought he was gonna go
seconds.
for the push. Honestly, he's going to be the catch already. Does get the
What a
first
molly.
pick. Repositions. Does get caught out through the smoke banks.
Yeah,
Benkai
T1 just had too
finally
much
gets
good
the
util
pick.
here.
Saya player also able to get a pick by
They get a
himself.
bomb.
Blaze King and Benkai now
Oh.
rummaging
Ah,
through
man.
B.
Come on.
And Izu
I can't even
pops
say
out
that.
for a nice little
Down B.
surprise. Nasty as can be, and Blaze King just has to forfeit this round, equalizing 2-2.
Wow, snappy from Izu.
It was nice though
Great
from them.
reaction. Great
Yeah,
read
G
of the
just took
map,
too
great read of
long,
the
and
timing there.
T1.
Excurate.
Yeah, I want to say they
Working
did
that
good to
position
not
to
use
a-
their util,
to a
but
T. I
when
mean,
would they have
they
used their
even hit the
util?
spot on it, but it just didn't feel
Like,
like
there's just
GE
no
ever felt
pressure from
comfortable enough
GE really.
to try to punish that position. Early play for Saya. Very, very nice.
It kind of all went downhill as soon as the fade died. Still
Saya
surprised
right there to shut down the
Lightning
push
Fast
on
got
the
that kill
site.
though.
Izu ready to make sure that the round is definitely going to go T1's way. No plan available. This is kind of what I'm more
Yeah,
considering
and
here.
it's
I
a
mean,
big
without
round.
a-
Means that they have
without
to
a
eco.
traditional Sentinel,
Or he gets his ult.
Chamber.
Oh boy.
a lot more opportunity, I
so
think, to
busted.
punish this mound area. Really make T1's life a lot more difficult. At least get the space. A bunch of pings now coming out towards the A site.
Especially without a Cypher for T1, right?
Right.
Makes it even much easier to push on that C. The only thing they really have to fear is, we were talking about it, those quick first contacts, when the Paranoia's impact is at its most, when you hit somebody with the Paranoia. So
Right.
obviously after that, then there's
Or
no
the-
more Paranoia.
Very
Or the
hard
fade
to
util.
re-clear.
Those
Also
are the
true.
two things you really got to worry about.
Yeah.
This comp.
Saya
Ooh.
player, though, really wants to hold his position here. Can always TP out.
Okay.
Wonder if they're
Thank
gonna
the
chase him through the
bullet.
wall. In any case,
10
that's gonna be
HP
a
on
no.
this ult though. Yeah, that's
Kobe
kind of
does get
devastating.
taken by a shot, and this is just full-blown crossfires being set up by T1, and it's working so well for them. Actually, it's already dropped onto the site. Unsure if they know that he's here, pocketed himself. Now spots that Benkai around
Oh,
the
they
corner,
put-
falls down.
30 seconds left.
Cypher ult used as well. Blaze King, great catch onto Excavate. 20 seconds, now knows where they are. Has a safe position to plant the spike. Does get hit by the trap there, so he's going to be slowed for a little bit. Gives access to Carpe and Saya to come around the corner and almost gets the first hit.
I was
but
worried we had
Carpe
T1
just
played
a
that as
little
well, I'm
bit
not gonna
too
lie to you.
quick on the trigger.
Yeah.
It
I mean,
ended
I
up being
really
an
like
okay eco in terms of the amount of
kind of
damage.
staggered defenses that T1 has in their back pocket if they're not able to like take early map control.
Kobe?
Yeah.
Like,
I
they're willing to
mean,
give up this space, but
that guy's not
they're
ahead,
gonna
man.
fight you when
He
they
just
want.
needs to make space. He did the right
They're
thing.
doing a good job.
T1 slowly,
Love this from T1.
somewhat is making it work.
Absolutely. And now they've got
Just
an Odin as well.
ridiculous
to help kind
loaded map as always.
control some of that space potentially a little bit more.
Yeah.
That's something that absolutely
have some
GE is
option.
gonna be aware of. And let's see what the setup is going to be like. Sometimes you can throw some of those haunts out from B.
Ah, there it is.
You should be
Towards A,
studying
yeah.
too with the Prime as well. Thank you
Go.
for getting involved, man. Thank you for doing that.
In the
Thanks
next
for the
2
2 months.
seconds. Ah, there it is.
Yep. The haunt from B. I really I like that setup. I mean, that's kind of the El Clasico, right?
Yeah. It was
Didn't get,
hiding behind Rubble.
yeah, exactly.
Oh my.
Didn't get damage, but oh, that's a great paranoia.
Oh, Carpe actually putting a smoke right in front of him, so he has some fallback positioning to play around with. Now there's 2 smokes where he can just kind of pocket himself too. Good damage altogether, but it's not really the pick
Just
they're
sent
kinda
it down
hoping for.
solo
Blaze
on
King
site, no
running
util.
rapid onto the back of tree here as he's just down to 9. Still the numbers advantage favoring GE. Stacks
Bro, T1 are
back
playing
with the
so
haunt.
individual.
Still also has a Prowler. If he throws it out right now, that will spot out Polvi,
Like back-to-back
but
rounds.
he's waiting.
We get the Nightfall if he gets 1 kill here.
Also true. Smoke's fading right now. Stacks backing away.
A great flash
Paranoia as
though.
well. He's about to get hit by like 4 people, but does he hit by 4 people? Or
Well,
he's
I
the
guess
one
when the
that hits
individuals
3?
are like this, it's
Oh
not
my
too bad.
goodness,
This
Stacks
one was
with
actually a little bit
3K,
together with
and
Omen
T1
flash
with
swing,
the
but yeah,
retake.
that was great from
Yeah,
Snacks. 4 people in
I
front
like
of him.
the change up here from GE in terms of just, well, okay, if
Go
we're going to
nuts to
play
get
a
that.
little bit slower and give them time to kind of think through things and react, we're just going to push the tempo. You know, once we have an identification on a position, we're just going to say, okay, let's close in on that, eliminate the player.
Or on defense,
You know,
yeah,
they
they've
give
already got a
themselves a
pretty
really
good
good
score at the
opportunity.
moment. Get a couple more.
Stacks just goes absolutely mental over here.
I think he's telling us the syllables, the vowels, you know?
Yeah. There's a lot of vowels in Korean, though.
There is?
A lot.
Okay,
Ah,
and they have to
okay.
go up against Stacks and Ease's ult.
That's a lot.
Okay.
Ace King has
Now
a charge
this is
on
where we're
attack.
seeing the operator come out from Saya player. And, well, I mean, he's going to be control. Well, okay, there it is.
Dude, he actually saw
Saw a
double.
foot. That's all he needed. Someone break it for me. The chase is real. He's not going to be able to get another conversion here. But the thing is,
Oh.
okay, Izu.
What a
okay.
shot.
That's not too good. That's not too hot. Smoke, though, at least gives him a little bit of separation here as X-Grid gives them some cover. But Izu's showstopper getting slapped out like that. Not to the plans of T1.
And
But
the
you know
open where
what?
he can get
They can
spammed, and someone
always
opened the
go
door.
for
Maybe it was him.
improvisation, and there you
He was
go.
gonna get
Shots through the
spammed.
smoke, enough to get another one against GE.
And Russ just ripping Izu out of the air there. That's unfair, but it do be like that sometimes. And they're reconsidering B. I mean, they don't have any info on A, so you got to be worried about someone tucked behind the rocks, behind Rebel. There's a lot of tricky positions to have to worry about, and this is kind of the old fallback here is, well, there's probably going to be some kind of trap in the corner.
You sure they heard that?
Takes a
Heard
lot
the
of
jump
damage.
spots above them go to the
That
angle.
sees to try by a little extra
Hey,
time.
you'll take that.
Very early on the use on
That's fine, yeah.
the Nightfall as well, though. But if it did
think
have
they
3 tracers on
Probably
B,
got
that
to
gives a lot
open
of
the door to
information for
create
T1
pressure,
that,
and then
they're
they're
still
gonna
here on
rehit.
B, and they might actually go for that rotation. They might not know that Expert's gone around the corner here, and they do. They get that
Shot.
refrag, and
Holy hell, that was a
Fire
headshot.
goes in. Headshot on both ends.
Yeah, I mean
Operator
that's
Headhunter.
just that's
What
the
do you choose?
Overwatch
Why not
instincts
both?
right there, man.
It's all these bait and switches
That's
in this
crazy.
round for T1. Off the rip here, yeah, Saya gets the early peek, but then it's just to like bring people in towards these setups. And at the end around the door, it's Saya again baiting for
Jesus.
X-Curate. Yeah, only gets 1, but Saya's good for 2. 3 on the round. What a performance there from T1. I like these ideas that,
Yeah, they're running away with it
it's
a little
hard
bit.
for GE if you're just kind of like,
I will say
cutting
for
players
people that are
down
like
along
hold
the
up
way
5
and just
rounds,
forcing
like
them to
T1 have
push your
been
space.
probably the
You can't
most
really find
dominant on
these
their
openings
defense.
that they like with this comp.
They've been averaging
Haven't been able
like
to get that value out of that
7s,
Neon.
8s,
Very
but
quiet
then
so
on
far.
attack they've been struggling. They
It's
normally
gonna be a catch on a
get
Carpe
around
with the
4,
dart. See if
and
he wants to try to
they're having a rough time.
punish us a little bit. It's
So
all classics,
for
though,
people
so
who
it's
are
gonna
like
be a
this
tough
one's
round for
done,
sure.
it's
Yeah, his
actually
smoke's
not
already
done.
depleted, so he has to wait for some time right now before he really starts moving in.
This is pretty much just going
Rest of
how
T1
all
players
the
have actually
T1
rotated onto C here.
Lotuses kind of went.
Smoke from X-Grid does assist Carpe enough, but Carpe also forced to use
You want to
the snake
invest?
bite.
It's just a chamber.
Only one.
It's just the chamber and their
for this
style of
moment.
calling.
Now
okay.
pull and trigger. That's going to be stunned on X-Grid. Cannot really pop a shot as he was stunned by the fault line. Polby comes in, gets the pick. Nice use on the fast lane, and that's going to give him some coverage as he tries to reposition inside the smoke. So much,
Oh my God.
so much damage, and around the
What's
corner,
going on this round?
it's just a big, it's just a big.
I mean, all the
messy
big
fight.
ults got
Coming out on top,
kills
get a
here.
T1.
Yeah,
This is getting
well,
close to Razor
I think
again.
I think that's actually a pretty good hit from GE that time. They get a lot of util to land, and they give themselves the ability to get pretty deep into the site. It's just you have all classics, so
Yeah, what you can really do in terms of firepower.
yeah, it's just so tough.
But still, though, that was close for comfort. I really like the cascading use.
Really tough for GE to get comfortable and get a read, it feels like.
Op is back
maybe
out,
this round is
Odin's
it.
back
It
out.
just feels like it's always
Ovi?
free damage, right? I mean, I'll just say it as here. Big difference between Neon and Arrays is Arrays can go vertical while having that, or sorry, horizontal while having that verticality, right? Flying up in the air like a jet. With a Neon, if you get like hit
4
by a
people
stun,
for
hit by a
T1
paranoia,
here.
hit by a snake bite, you're taking
This
all of that while you're
almost-
going into the site.
That's true.
Hide
Very true.
from the fade
So a
eye if
lot
it
of that
goes in the
timing
corner, so you
for
don't need to
Ovi.
shoot the fade eye. Pretty cool.
Seemingly disrupted. Saya,
Oh,
boy.
Ovi.
What a spot for Saya.
I mean, you could see that Polvy's aware of this. He's just slowly encroaching ever so slightly. So it's going to be the battle
Does he hit it?
of the aces. This is a mental battle.
Oh,
ladies
he's
and
gonna hit
gentlemen.
it.
This
Had
is
a
a
footstep.
standoff.
Well,
They can't see each other, but I'm pretty sure they know what's up there.
I think he has an
Did he
idea.
hit?
Have the paranoia.
Must have had a footstep. Now
Potentially, or
Benkai
Benkai
peeks.
might
It's
just
so funny.
die on the swing
What a
out.
shot, man.
Spike down.
Yep. Izu's on the assist, takes down Polvy as well. Lightning fast alone, goes in, but again, dude's just a bit too snappy, a a bit too crispy on the shots. Rust getting access onto that B site, spotted out by Carpe right now. As he comes in, X-Ray gets spotted as well. Rust pushing through. Heroics actually paid off. 1 versus 1. 4 down.
Whoa.
Chase it. Izu might fall down into this.
Whoa,
and
they
he
kind of
actually
messed this
jumps
one
out of
up
the
pretty
class. What a
heavy.
mad lad.
And they
2
think
versus
he can be
1.
anywhere over
Blaze
towards
King
C.
is
Last time they
spike
saw him in
ahead,
this
and
smoke
now
over
he's gonna
towards
rush
C.
into the A site to maybe get ourselves here a 2 versus 1 on the clutch.
Well, the real question for me is do you pop the showstopper here as Izu to make sure that you're guaranteeing this round? Blaze King, nowhere for him to use that neural theft. All the bodies of T1 are over towards B and C. This is tricky.
I mean, the round the world, the round the world as we could
They
see
won't
would
know where he
be
is as
unreal.
well, though, right? So it's a game, a dangerous game of hide and seek. But they're slowly getting contact already here, so they should know where he is for the most part. Yeah, there it is. That's that first. Wow, that's so smart.
He
from
is
Izu.
not expecting him at that off
They're
angle
reading
after
things so
tapping.
well. And again, it's these bait and switches off of Saya players' positionings that are just
Seven? Yeah,
really
looking
destroying
decent.
GE. And this time around, to make matters worse, you got the early pick on a Benkai, so you're losing a lot of that deep utility to set up Polvi right off the rip.
Spike down A.
And he just swings out and dies to Izu. Okay, you're able to clear some space in towards B. But at the end of the day, it's too little too late. And it's just a great game plan from T1. I mean, they really understand how to work the map.
Yeah, yeah.
There.
100%.
Ricky Valor, thank you so much, man. Thanks
so
for the 15
smart,
months.
Just how they approach things. Anywho,
Okay,
set up again.
let's see something a bit
Nade
faster from
into
GE.
the opening. Ooh,
Ooh,
good enough for Lightning
Let's see a
Fast. Just,
send it. You got
again,
some send it
TP
ults,
across,
let's
or
send
else
it.
he would have been a very unhappy day.
yeah. They still take a little bit of damage out of it. Rust down to 70. Lightning Fast
Cool
at
for the
91,
B split's
so-
pretty good at the moment.
And look at this. This is the same setup from T1. When they give up that rebel control, they're looking to hit you right as you come around that corner. Saya gonna stick around.
Oh, he knows Russ is there on
now
the
what?
corner as well. Oh, he doesn't know if Russ actually went to mound, so he's a little bit afraid of it. Izu bringing out the pain.
What is
able
this
to
round from
escape, even
GE?
though he was
Oh
hit
my god, guys, this is...
by the tethers as well. He's safe for now.
This is an
And
overcook,
Sion
surely.
Player, what a tricky guy to go up against, as he can just pocket himself in so many angles, and if he has the rendezvous out, he's just going to be able to TP away. Any case,
Why are they doing
second
such a
fallback
risky
does get
default where
stunned,
they
though.
want full map control
So they
against the
give access
chamber?
to Blaze King. If he peeks right out, he might
The
be able to
double
spot out
ults.
Benkai, whiffs the shot.
One enemy.
Now they know where exactly
Spike down
they are.
C.
Blaze King. No real safe island here on C. Tries to run away.
30 seconds
Nade right in front of his face, and this is just bombardment from all angles, from all cylinders, as T1 6-round lead against GE.
This is a masterclass here from T1. Every concern I might have had
Oh
about
my
this
goodness.
comp is gone.
Truth.
They are playing this so effectively. Saya's really dialed in on that
Good shot
operator.
though.
But
Dude, Easy looks really
it's
unreal
the way
right
that
now.
they give up space, and they, on purpose,
Yeah.
and then they have a follow-up. As soon as GE feels like they're comfortable, they might be able to try to take some map control, see if they can set up for the A hit or the B pivot, and then T1 just hits them and just knocks them out of the park. I mean, it's just
This is
incredible.
much
So a bit of a
better.
fake early and an immediate
Just
change
a little
of
bit of
direction.
fake pressure into
Now
Saya.
this utility has to make Saya uncomfortable. Paranoia.
With
Didn't
their
hit him.
ults, they can
He's able to stick
definitely do
around. He
this.
misses the shot though.
Get
Oh, but
lucky,
look at
there's a
this.
missed
That
shot.
smoke already
Omen
going
ult gets
fast.
stuck
They know that
towards
he's gonna
back
be
of sight.
inside the
Fade
smoke,
ult.
as he did use them from the shadows. They are. They're not aware of it.
No way.
He drops down. He gets 1, 2, conversion, lightning fast.
They didn't
This
think
man
he
has
stuck
a
it? That was
mind
sick.
Made for the Omen. 3 versus 5 right now. As control
Yeah,
of
and
the
they
C
really
site
want a round, so they
immediately
just put all the
lost
ults
by
into it.
T1. Now there's a big flank coming in as well from Blaze King, as he's picking them off one by one. Izu alone on top C, throws the nade, could get the catch onto Polvi here, but he's pocketed well on the box.
Bro,
Not
how,
really
look at how
falling
much
down.
damage that did.
He doesn't even know that he's there. Yeah, he should go down to Polvi. And now it's only up to Saya player.
The nade did 4
Gets just
damage at his
pummeled.
feet.
There's no even
Because
real
of the
need for
boxes
Blaze
at the
King
back
up
of the
until that
box,
one
it
kill against
doesn't
Carpe.
clip through, but...
Yeah.
In the half.
That's the old talent play right there, where you TP onto that smoke, and if if I'm not mistaken.
You had to watch the main
He
stream.
even jumped
Look
on
at this
top of
other
it.
Yeah.
Inside
post
smoke
streamers.
too.
Yep.
Trick shot.
Just great stuff there. Having to dig a bit deeper into the playbook now, or GE. Counter this. Really great defender side from T1. One more round in the
Okay,
half.
can they get one more round? They maybe
Big ults, yeah.
use
Tour de
the
force.
oh boy, maybe overuse
Has
the
Viper's pin. They're
Ooh.
just going.
breach ult
Oh.
on
He's
the
just
round
around the
before,
corner
because I
here.
feel like
That
breach
smoke
ult on
gives
this
him some
one could have
leeway,
been
but
very
popping shots
nice.
through it. Actually,
Oh,
knows him right
boy.
in his face. Coming around the corner here. There's the first pick on Excurrent. Cannot get that second
It's a
kill.
lot of damage
Rust
done,
is
and they
very
take down the high
critically
HP.
low. Snake by
30 and 11.
Lightning fast jumps through, able to survive. It's a 2 versus 2, but the HP's very much heavily in the favor of T1. Spike has been planted though. They do have control of the back of the site, and Spike is planted out for open. No more paranoias. There is a tether in the hands of Rust here.
Last
Again,
player
oh.
standing.
Table could have actually turned. Down onto Stacks, last player standing. It's the back of the site.
They
The double
double
up
up.
from GE.
Oh my god.
He's actually coming
Oh
around
my
the
god.
corner. I don't think, oh, now they know.
Yeah.
Just barely predicted.
Oh my god.
One more in the
Hey,
pocket from Rust,
nicely done.
actually catching
Dude, they
Stacks.
actually thought it
One
could be
more
happening and they
round from
decided to get
GE.
proactive. That was pretty
Yeah,
impressive.
Finally able to
They got
find a way
4.
to break through that
It's
chokehold that
it's
T1
doable.
tries to set
Especially
up
as they've
around
been
that
3 and 0
ultimate
for
on A,
pistols, pistol gods.
But it took a long
Um,
time.
Okay,
And is 4 rounds on your attacker
RT1
side going to be enough
gonna
for
do
GE
this
on
thing
Lotus?
where they call only to
Statistics
get
would say
X.
probably not.
Yeah.
However,
This is what they used to do,
this is Pacific,
and I'm
we don't
hoping
really,
they've won.
we don't really like
Hoping
statistics.
Yeah, and to be fair,
It's
to the
not
credit of
full
GE,
reliant on the attack op.
I feel like their defending side is still formidable if you put into account how good the improvements have been between Blaze King and Benkai that also loves to go for those
Sure.
glitch spams.
Sure.
So that's something to just, point out there as well.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's not going to be easy for T1 at all, I don't think.
Yeah.
Could be wrong, but really a lot of support for T1 out there.
Cook
I'm not
'em.
sure why we're cooking Phoenix. I think he likes to live in the flames. Maybe that's why he's cooking.
That's true.
That could be.
Brother is heated. Okay, so how do you do fusion between Sky and Sage? That's still just Sky or Sage. Or Skage.
Skage.
All right, I'll take it.
I don't understand that one fully either.
Yeah. Wait, maybe it's because lightning fast?
No, but that was wasn't it a T1 sign?
But I don't remember.
I'm not putting any more thought into that.
Okay.
Yes, this should do.
You know what? I love our audience. They have
But
such.
it was a cool picture.
Yeah, see, they have such beautiful minds. That's-
Surely just one pistol for T1.
They're well ahead of us.
Oh, yeah.
Not asking for too
Light years
much.
ahead. Well,
to infinity and beyond.
absolutely. T1, even though they lost the pistol
Katie,
doesn't really
KTT,
feel like
thank
they
you
did.
very much.
on that other half.
Thank you for the
Now
6
moving
months.
over
Appreciate the
towards
prime.
this attacker side. A lot of pressure at Mound for GE, really gambling on that position. Blaze King's util set up deep into A. Izu watching for this push out, expecting some aggression, but he's going to pay the price.
Yeah, just he actually crouched for that too. He wanted to take that fight, but too many players from GE on that perspective.
And
this
the
camera
B aggression
is-
works a little bit better when there's no
Carpe was
turret,
aware.
right? Killjoy normally
will
means
give them
this
some
is
access
just
onto
a
this
nightmare
A
to
site.
do, but
Carpe,
when you're playing against a
himself right
Cypher,
now
you're
does
playing
deal
against
some
a
good
chamber,
body shot damage.
double swings over towards middle.
And now this is just
It's
gonna
nice
be
to
a
do it early as well,
slow
create a lot of pressure. Smoke
burn,
towards heaven kind of missed the
slow
mark a
siege
little
into
bit,
the A
but
site. Benkai
Spike planted.
Done.
setting up the stun already. Maybe something for Polvi on the back of the
they
site.
still got
not
Omen
sure.
Flash, just
Indicating
gotta wait
Spike
for
has been
Lightning
planted.
Fast to get there.
Good utilities though for post-plant if ever.
Or
Nice
just
shot from Carpe.
absolutely
Excellent
send it
calls
before
right
he's
back
here.
up as well. Side
player
player
standing.
comes around the corner. It's all down to Excurrent, and how does Blaze King hit a shot? Clutches
Bro, they-
around, puts himself into the 4K. And of
Lightning
course,
Fast had
very well
nothing to
deserved
do the whole
TPUs,
time.
took him
He
1
just did a
point
couple
away
of
from zero
smokes.
theft.
Just up there,
Yeah, they
turning
hit some
on
shots,
the
man.
top
We
of the
got
rope,
4-0
just knocking people
pistol.
down. T1 trying
Tell
to see
me
if they can
T1
go for
don't do their
trades, and
classic here and lose this.
Blaze King just stands his ground. Starts knocking players over. Great push out. Great early win. Good follow up off the stun from Benkai there. You can see he's just,
Remaining.
every time a T1 player tries to go for the trade, he's
That's
just ready
nice
for
shots,
it.
man.
Yeah.
go!
You deserve it, man.
Goes here.
Blaze King deserves it.
This should
I mean, he was real calm with it.
He's one of
There's some
the
good stuns involved as well during
calmest
this.
and most positive players we've seen on GE.
I,
Bar none.
yeah, well,
And everybody's very
not the
positive.
calmness. I think Benkai's got him beat in the calm department.
Okay. But I love the energy on
Yes,
Blaze
the
King
energy's good.
regardless.
Yes, I appreciate that. Oh,
Ooh, he was low HP as well.
Yeah, that was also a pretty injured lightning fast as well. No
Well.
pushes from T1.
yeah, they're just really trying to figure out where they can find some open space. Hopefully get this plant down. Still have a couple sheriffs though. Carpe X Curate sitting with the ever so slight buy up in the pistols. And everybody just kind of moving around. Stax has the haunt at the ready. One blast pack for Izu. Smokes for X Curate, and that's all you got to work with.
Or we
So it's
might
just
have
really just
some
trying to
free
use
kill
your-
set.
Your eyes and ears to figure out what exactly is going on with GE's setup. But Polvy's here on the backside of this toxic screen, maybe seeing if he can catch a trailing player, but everybody using it correctly. Get behind the door.
And with the door now, he knows they're over
if you
towards
get
the left.
this
They might be able to
down,
get
I can
plant
already
though.
see GE rotating pretty quickly
Looking
over here.
decent
And the
for a
longer
plant.
this takes, the more difficult it gets for T1.
Obi's popping shots, none connecting, but that was a bit too close for comfort. Now Carpe very close as well. I think he wants to bait himself for Izu here if he can.
Oh.
Or maybe just be a nasty sheriff player. Again, we've talked about this. Man is on a mission. Lightning fast coming around the corner here. Expert inside the smoke, spotted out by Blaze King. Down to Carpe and Izu.
Last player standing.
Good tag though, not gonna be enough, and Russ spots out Carpe there for the takedown. And GE,
Yeah,
ever
and
so
I mean,
slightly,
they lost a ghost.
so
That's it.
slowly are building up
Bonus
back
gonna look
that,
good.
that lead.
What is
For a
what is
moment there, I
happening
was
with
like,
this?
is this gonna be
That's
one of
the
those
real
rounds?
question.
It was close.
That shot from Carpe is the narrowest of angles.
Yeah.
Man. But GE holding fast. Ooh, nice angle for Benkai there too. Nice piece of work with the Guardian. Just
Remaining.
Now as this comes from
Vision
Lightning
for
Fast, you
Blaze
had the
King.
other guy here.
Just having a heck of a
Where's
start
OCE?
to this map. He's gotta have the neural theft
Way
available.
GE
Yep.
make
I
over
was gonna say, he's
Gen
had
G?
enough
Nah,
kills
Gen
that
G
he
will be
should
fine.
well on his way.
Yeah.
That's a nice boon for them. A couple Guardians and a Bulldog.
He
thing.
would be, it'd be nice to
Never
get some
know.
confidence.
Find the opportunity to get that ult going early. Some damage to T1. T1 is so far fully committed to this A hit. And still though, Blaze King on A with that Cypher utility. It could be tricky. Russ gets nipped in the heels by the Prowler, but he's out.
Blaze King's taking some damage to the wall here, through the smoke as well. Forced to actually push out. Wonder if that Aftershock's going to do any damage.
A
Looks like
really
no,
good
so he doesn't
plant
even
as well. Good
stop
off the
to plant
plant.
on the spike.
Lightning Fast is
Side
flash
player
again
here
though.
Falls to Russ. And he hasn't been really winning these 1v1s. Now Carpe coming around the corner, waiting right now for a lightning fast. I guess he's just waiting for somebody to peek out through Baby Door here. Not gonna have anybody. Smoke's about to dissipate as well. Flashes come through. Great relay bolt, and Colby just charges right in. Could go for a straight out conversion.
Okay,
Not gonna
yeah,
happen
I mean,
as
this was a little
Izu
bit
and the
detached.
rest of
I would
T1
love,
managed
I would love
to
Lightning
battle
Fast to
this
be a
retake of
little bit more with the
Yeah,
team with this
great
stuff.
hold on
This is a
that
bonus
attempted
though, so I don't want to go
blood
in
retake.
too much. But I've seen a couple of things where it's
Just in
like,
that spot
they
that
basically have no Omen
see it
Flash
all
for
the
retake
time.
at the moment.
where players just aren't quite ready for it because usually there's other, things you have to consider on the backside of site, right? Players that are near tree in that area are coming from the stairs or things like that. Makes it
this.
I love it.
Okay.
The best part is I'm, I can hear Achilles groaning from, the
All
green
the way
room.
from the green
Yeah.
room to the hallways. Okay, let's get to it. Hobie is just sending it. Oh, whoa.
Oh boy, and they both got hit by the Fade Eye in the end. Dude, everyone goes aggro. This is nuts.
They're not able to fight back. They're stuck right now. And the
Oh, in the
damage is
end.
done. 2 versus 1. Stacks backs away. Blaze King already at the flank. Benkai keeping him pressed in. If Stacks can beat down Benkai here, that's going to open up the A site. But does he know that Blaze King is coming around the corner? Flick from Stacks. And now he's afraid. A little bit aware.
Oh, did he get to the
He's gonna be able
angle?
to move just in the nick of time before he
Whoa.
gets stabbed in the back. I don't think so.
Whoa,
And now he hears
boy.
it. Neural theft.
Oh,
There
like
it is,
that.
just for a bit of that confirmation
Oh,
of where
no.
the placement is going to be. And he's chasing him down. He wants blood. 1 versus 1. Comes around the corner. 61 HP, 4 Stacks. Hit. And this is just a game where Blaze King has all the information, and
Oh
he
my.
has it in the bag.
Gives him a little wave at the
9-7
end.
is
Damn, dude.
GE. Spectacular round.
Nearly.
Oh, yeah,
Nearly
I
messed
mean,
it up.
this is just one of these rounds
Nearly.
where
He actually had a
he's just
similar
saying,
thing
okay,
where
T1's just
he
been
saw him
going
run
every time.
rounds,
That's fine.
then
We'll
he
fight
just
back.
got around the corner as well,
And
so
they
he
come
kind
out
of
ahead on it.
didn't go
They
for
get
it twice.
completely stuck.
Then he committed. Well, he
behind the
committed to it the
rocks.
second time.
Can't really ever comfortably push out. And Stacks able to find just a little bit of open space. The haunt as well. Really nice from Russ. Reveals a position for him. They've got him just stuck back there, and they're willing to challenge that. They've got the better position. They've got the better hold. Stacks fights tooth and nail to get out of it, but Blaze King has has so much info.
Forces,
that neural theft
forces T1 down to an
Knowledge is
eco.
power.
Yes.
You got double guardian.
101
They
position.
might be tempted to use this
Knowing
ult into
the
it if
exact
it gets a
position
little
of
bit
your
close.
opponent is
Olvi,
well a sure
money's
win
low,
for you.
takes
Well, it puts
takes
T1
the
on
hit and
Nico
just gonna
too,
use his
so
ult off contact.
That's a massive victory. Polby looks like he's going to just rely on the lightning fingers. Go for the old Palpatine strat. See if he can find some value out of that. Everybody else, rifles for the side of GE. Stacks has that Nightfall, though. Carpe one away from a pit. I mean, there's a world where T1 can use Stacks' Nightfall to scale, pick up an orb along the way, or just use the plant to get Carpe's ult and just see if they can go for it.
They fake open the door here, and look at that quick rotation already from
They
GE.
pull the rotation out though, and they're coming over here.
And they're just waiting for position.
Oh man,
Russ just too fast.
been hitting shots all
I
day.
wonder
To
if
be
you're gonna
fair,
realize that this is like a double fake as well, a double pump fake from T1. They're about to come into Baby Door. Russ got the kill.
this
Still
camera
no
is
contact.
unreal.
31 for
You
the
can do it a
moment.
little bit
This is
better
just
than this, but I
Yeah,
think
you
you can do
You
it.
know,
Like,
again,
there's
there's no picks
options. It
whatsoever.
depends. Like this one's really good for early info,
Gonna
but you
have
can have one
access
that's
onto
like
the A side.
hidden
Should
and
be
you
able to
only
plant the
see him
spike
like where
in.
these deep X's
Colby.
are. Pretty nice.
A little bit aware that he is marked, but
Like a
can
retake
still
one.
go for some aggression right now. Russ.
It's just an
actually getting
eco,
flanked right
so we
in.
don't need to worry too much
Easy
about it.
coming around the corner.
But the
And,
score's getting
Frenzy
pretty
not
close.
gonna really get him any more advantage other than just the one. And Stacks. Right in front of him is like 3 people. He can maybe go for this conversion. 1 good kill. A flick is gonna help him out a lot
enemy
more
remaining.
here. Hold on. 5 bullets. My God, around the corner is going to be Guy and Stacks.
Oh,
A hero!
dude, how have they
It
not killed him? He's
almost
1 HP during the
down
tether the whole
for
time.
He gets the
I
collab, he
can't
gets the
believe they
kill, he
haven't
gets
got
the
him.
flick, and he gets the
I can't believe that.
godliest of clutches in this
That
game.
should
now that's
never
just a
ever
Stacks
happen.
Classic right here. The man in the clutch.
Commit, swing him. Jump around the
has been
corner.
so
Don't do
good
that.
throughout the years of that collat.
Oh boy,
Monstrous.
that's insane.
The 4K, incredible. Stacks once again adds another
Oh my God,
highlight reel.
that's
to
just
his
fully
vast
saved
collection
them.
That he's accumulated over the
Fully
years.
saved them. They now have to go against the eco. They get
Welcome
the
again,
outlaw
T1
out so they can
Stacks,
save
my
even
God.
more money. They
Side
were going to
layer.
be buying the op
Brought out the operator. Or
Well,
rounds.
partially?
but
Outlaw? Looked like an outlaw.
not for very long.
Anyways.
Whatever it was, it didn't
Well,
last
there's a
long.
gun.
Yeah.
The good news is this, right?
Ovi's got
They're
an
going to
outlaw.
pick it up, but they can all tank a shot.
see how this goes. Send out. Ooh, lightning fast. Spotted. Great intuition there from Izu just to rip it out on the top of C here. Colby. Ah, so he was an outlaw. In any case, that's going to be C controlled by T1.
But it makes a lot of sense, knowing the economic situation of GE there.
I mean, it
Gotta
should be
go for that.
T1's round.
GE just able to punish it with one of their rifles. Now, sits up on top of the box. Izu gets one. Oh, Russ though.
That's going to be difficult. Izu, he's somehow managing to divert or actually get away from all of this kerfuffle that GE are throwing at him, and he actually gets the big flank. Could even go for the ace here if
Okay.
Stacks
Yeah, I mean,
doesn't
I got a
get
little bit
that
worried
kill,
there,
which
not gonna
he
lie,
will.
but
And
not too
T1,
bad. Not too bad.
11 rounds in, GE's falling
Hello now,
behind.
hello.
Yeah,
Even
we
I haven't
are
seen him.
2 rounds from going to map 3, from going to Ascent.
Oh yeah.
T1 here, great read. Using that prowler to follow, set up the ult for Izu. And he just starts
Yeah,
knocking
we're
people
not like
down.
that. Crazy.
Stack's still feeling it. Holds the mound, holds his ground. Now you go over GE into a buy round. Feels like the must win.
Yes.
The cash will be.
You know,
a
dude,
little
he's
bit
always
short.
asking important questions. That's the thing.
Oh, what a shot from Zaya. This time he's got the op.
Okay, there it is. I think he took the body shots just to make sure, I think, that he can find where the final slide of Polby was. Still a good shot though altogether. Izu, same thing. Gonna be underneath here. They might not have to exit out right now. No, it's just extra actually.
It has no
backing away for the
VIP.
moment.
He's got to win
Now
champs.
Blaze can come around the corner here. Very brazen as he falls to Excurate and the rest. There's 3 remaining players right now for GE. Russ as well.
You can't just be giving it out
A tag
free
and
these
pseudo
days.
HP reduction because of the ultimate. Lightning fast coming around as well for the flank, and he does.
God,
get
I
picked up
can't
by
believe
side
how
players
much
off.
that
And Russ might
1v4
have to actually
just
exit
changed
out of this one as-
everything.
Well, he's got no option to really do anything. Excurate's out for blood as he really wants that revenge, but Russ is going to be holding on to this Vandal coming into
What
the
a
next round.
disaster round.
Yeah, absolutely the right play there from Excurate. Understanding the situation very nicely. Even though he dies, if he can rip this rifle away, does more damage. Carpy's going to get it anyway.
You don't think
Final
Neil's got
kill.
it in him? But
Going
it's okay because
T1's
you're
way.
there, Weber, so it
Able
should
to
balance
knock
it
all
out.
the guns out of GE's hands.
You now have a
and it
pretty
is
good
match-
chance.
Or excuse me, map point. Looks like we might be going to Ascent.
Probably are. What a very good final map to put ourselves in. This is stellar round all out
so
after
impressed.
after that clutch round from Stacks. Everyone from T1 got reinvigorated.
Yeah. He does that, man. He's done that so many times throughout his career where he's able to find a clutch and all of a sudden, whether it be DRX or in this case now T1.
Oh. Ooh, quick flick. Quick scope as well. That's a trade-in. Lightning fast immediately pulls the trigger on his ultimate there just to see if he needs to be at the other position. Still, he's going to be able to pop smoke right in front of him. Jumps, gets spotted, throws out the paranoia, but he does get countered out himself. Goes in, repositions. Does he know? Do they know that it is going to be Rubble? Doesn't matter. Izu shuts him
He's
down.
so lucky. Like the
This
attempt.
is T1
Oh man, the
marching
4v1, dude. This is the
slowly,
most
surely
devastating
into
round.
the A side. Colby's here though to deal with them. As his teammate gives him that ultimate to play around with. Nade puts him down to 60. T1 doesn't have to really go for this just yet. Can force GE to cook a little bit more into the site. But they have to be cautious as Blaze King, position of power.
What
He's
the?
around the corner here. Gets
How did
taken
that kill
down by
that guy?
Carpe. And we're still neck and neck. HP advantage still of GE. They're running around. Can they transition?
They're going to
They
hear all
hit
this.
very
He
early.
will.
Yeah, he gets
Izu.
one.
Might get actually taken by Benkai, and that it is. Body shot down. All up to Carpe in the 2 versus 1. Polby already fast. Coming around the corner. Oh my god. Aftershock will force him out a little bit. You can already see where Polby is expecting Carpe to play the aggressive angle. Carpe's not biting into it up until the very last
Oh,
moment.
we'll see.
Yeah,
See how
this
many
is
they're
job
good
by
for.
GE being
5
really
chances down to
reactive,
4 chances.
Cutting off.
You won't have a
T1
lot.
at the
They
point
have a lot
attack.
of money.
I mean, Benkai's
They're
all
gonna drop.
used to just buy time to make sure they
These
can
two are a
get
little
the
bit wrecked.
position to just sort of mirror the movements of T1 in this round. Big ult invested, but the value found. See Polvi here gets that big kill as well to make sure that T1 can't scale into the site.
Good to open, eh?
Great job by GE. Still a long way to go just to force overtime. Did get the op for Polvi. So a buy should somewhat
That
be able to be
Polvi thing
scraped
is still
through.
so good.
Yeah.
You might have to cut just a no, okay, just half armor and a
Okay,
bulldog.
maybe,
yeah, you have to cut
I
just a
mean,
little bit
should
for
be a
lightning fast there,
relatively easy call. C control,
Say
pick up the
okay.
orb with the raise, then
Neural theft
they're going to
for
be
Blaze
going
King.
somewhere.
Saya player is going to go
This
for the tour
guy's
de force.
in charge of making sure that he tries to
does
get a
have his
kill if they
ult. Let's
push
see if
over
they're gonna
towards A and take
try
A
to
control.
Throw in some trickery like we saw GE on their attack.
Oh, they used a
side.
lot for this.
Oof.
Did they just send it
The
with how much
operator, I
util they
wonder
used
how
over
this-
towards A?
Does he have a fallback weapon, or is he just going to opt the entire round
Yeah,
right
they
now?
do.
I wonder how this is going to fare out, as he's not really going to have that
Okay.
auto rifle
Help me
capability.
lightning fast.
Carbase finds
Flash
one.
is actually
There
with
it
the
is,
team
open
this
up the
time.
door, invitation to fight. That's only going to be the trade for trade for now. HP abound. That is going to be Polvi a tad bit low. Lightning Fast trying to go for the wall bangs, but can't really find a plant. That's going to be extra. Safe and sound. And now the post plant is going to commence. Oh, the payload
That'll do
delivery
it.
in the face of Lightning Fast. A second time. Presented to
Wait,
you
no
by
way. He was
Izu.
11 HP for
Polvi
that
gets
duel.
the catch onto Izu here. 2 versus 3. Numbers still in the favor of T1. Good damage altogether. And this actually might be, well, they can't really save anymore. I was about to say, 12 rounds already for T1. Time is not of the essence. Activation on the neural theft gives some
What the
information
hell?
in, but this
He's
is just
invincible.
time bought by T1.
He's how's he
Watch
getting
out,
kills?
Polvi alone picks up the
we
rifle,
go.
but he will not have time. He will not have
Oh
chance
man, that
as
1v4.
T1 pushes us to map 3.
Yeah, this is so
Shout out
impressive
to
for
T1 though. Like they
Looking great on their
they
map
kind of
pick,
they
had a
kind of
great
needed or
plan
deserved a round like
to deal
that
with the
because
Neon,
no
to deal
pistols
with this
obviously.
comp that
0-4 at
GE
the
brings.
moment.
And it seemed like from the get-go,
Yeah, Stacks.
other than the
Stacks had
pistol
some mad
rounds,
impact. Izu's playing
they
very well
shut
as well though.
GE out of this map.
Absolutely.